Okay, hi students. Okay, so in this video we will discuss about implications. Okay, implications in logical reasoning, chapter 3 of our mathematics form 4. Okay, so implication, or in Malay we call it as implikasi. Okay, implikasi. Okay, in BM we call it a few meaning. Okay, maybe say kesan or akibat. Okay, so implication in English you also have things like effect or consequences. Okay, so allows me to give you an implication. Okay, one type of implication that we will see. Okay, if you are hungry, then you will eat rice. Okay, so this is one type of implication. Okay, what is the implication here? So this is the situation, the condition you are having now. Okay, imagine now you are hungry. So what will you do? What will happen? So what will happen is you will eat rice. So this is what will happen. So given a condition, you will need to tell what will happen. Okay, so implication we have in this chapter, in chapter 3 logical reasoning. Okay, we will have two types of implication. One type is we call if P then Q. Okay, if P then Q, complete implication. So this P as here given is this is the condition. Okay, and then the Q here is the what will happen. Okay, next we have another type is P if and only if Q. So this is your condition. Okay, so this is what will happen. Okay, so if in mathematics, if we always say condition, what will happen, condition, what will happen, these kind of terms are not what we say so formal. So what are the formal terms? What are the formal name of this condition and what will happen? Okay, so if the condition, so we take this one, if P then Q. Okay, the first thing, the condition that happens here is, in formal terms we call this antecedent. Okay, then the next one comes is the consequent. Okay, consequent. Okay, what will happen means consequences. Okay, consequences, or in BM we say akibat. Okay, so this is the akibat. So the antecedent is the sebab, the reason why this akibat happens, why this consequent happens. Alright, so you have antecedent and consequent. Alright, so we look at a few examples. Okay, this one, the first one we will see on implication P then Q. Okay, so if you are given an antecedent and a consequent, you must always remember the arrangement of antecedent and consequent in implication if P then Q. It will always is if antecedent A, then your consequent C. Alright, so if we form an if P then Q implication here, you will have if, okay, what is your antecedent? A, here is ABC is a triangle. So if ABC is a triangle, then your consequent C, then ABC has 3 sides here. Okay, so this is your implication form. Okay, this is you form implication from antecedent and consequent given here. Now, the next one, I want you to see how we separate antecedent and consequent from an implication. How you separate it just now is you have the A and C, you combine it, right? So it becomes if antecedent then consequent, if A then C. So now what I want you to do is I want you to separate out, okay, the antecedent and consequent from the implication given. So now this one, implication is this one. If ABCDE is a regular pentagon, then ABCDE has equal sides. So what is your antecedent? Okay, remember if A then C, right? So if A then C, so the word after the sentence after after if is your A, right? Is your antecedent. So this is your if, so this will be your antecedent. So the antecedent in this case is A, B, C, D, E is a regular pentagon. This is antecedent. Okay, then your consequent. Your consequent here is the word after then. This is then, right? Remember, if A then C. So after then, this is your consequent. So you can say A, B, C, D, E is has equal sides. Alright, so this is your antecedent and your consequent. Okay, but if this question, they say if ABCDE is a regular pentagon, then ABCDE has equal sides, right? So if I change some words here. So I say implication. This implication, if ABCDE has is a regular pentagon, then it is a regular, it has equal side. So this is your antecedent is this one, okay, still correct, but your consequent will be this one, right? It has equal side. It has equal side. So what is this it refers to? Okay, so you will need to change, okay, this thing to the subject. What is the subject of this implication? What is the thing that being described? Apa yang dihuraikan dalam implikasi ini? Okay, what is being described? This one lah. A, B, C, D, E is being described, right? This is the thing that you are describing. You are writing this sentence to describe about A, B, C, D, E. So you must change this it into A, B, C, D, E lah. So your antecedent still the same, this one, but your consequent, you cannot write it has equal sides like this, huh? You cannot write like this because I don't know what is this thing talking about. So you must change it to A, B, C, D, E has equal sides. Okay, because you have it here. This one, it. Okay, so next, like I say, we have the next one, okay, which is the second implication is implication if and only if. Okay, this implication has the word if and only if. P if and only if. P, Q, sorry. Okay, so you can do two things, okay, and one implication of P if and only if, okay, you can break it into two implication. If P then Q, sorry, I change it first. Okay, so you can break the P if and only if Q, right? This is the implication. You can break it into two types of implication. If P then Q, The second type is if Q then P. So you can have two types of implication, okay, which start, the first one is start with P and then Q. The second type is start with Q and then P. Okay, so how you do this? How you do this is, okay, two lines, we look at this one, this example one. Two lines are parallel if and only if the two lines has same gradient. Okay, so what you will need to do is, okay, how you form two implication here. How you form two implication. So the first step is you cut this word if and only if, and then you change it to then. Okay, then the second step is you put the word if in the front and at the behind. So you have one if at the start of the sentence, pada permulaan ayat letak if, dan pada akhir ayat pun letak if. Okay, so this is second step. So the third step is you read. You can get the answer already. You read the sentence, start from the front first. So you have, if two lines are parallel, then the two lines has the same gradient. This is the first implication. If two lines are parallel, then the two lines has the same gradient. Okay, so implication 2. How you get implication 2? Implication 2 is you read from the back. So if the two lines has the same gradient, if the two lines has the same gradient, then the two lines are parallel. The two lines are parallel. Okay, so this is the way, the method of how you make two implication based on if and only if implication. Okay, means that from if and only if, you can break into two if then implication. Alright, understand? Okay, the second type of questions you always ask is, they give you two implication. Okay, they give you two if then implication. Usually is if P then Q, the first type. The second type is they terbalikkan the statement. So you have if Q then P. They will all, the question will comes like this and ask you to form one if and only if implication. Means you need to merge them together. So if you are given this type of question, so this question is telling you how to do. Okay, how to do this one. So we see so this one. So implication 1, if x plus 2 equals 5. Okay, we assume this is P. Then x might equals to 3. This is Q. Okay, then you look to the implication 2. If x equals to 3, so this is your Q lah, because here is Q mah. And then x plus 2 equals 5. This is P. So it fulfills the situation, right? So if P then Q, then if Q then P. Okay, you have this already. So you can form the if and only if situation implication. So how? Okay, you can either choose implication 1 or implication 2 to make this one. So I take implication 1 for example. So your answer will be, you take the P only, so x plus 2 equals 5. So you add if and only if, then your Q equals to 3. So you cut off if and then. So how you do it? Then you put if and only if. Okay, in the middle. Okay, this is the first answer. The second answer, or the second answer is you take the implication to do the same thing, cut off the word if and then you change to if and only if. So the second answer that you can write is x equals 3 if and only if x plus 2 equals 5. So this is, both answer can be accepted, but either one is correct. Okay, you just write one answer is enough already. Okay, so this is the video about implication. So next video we will discuss about the converse, inverse and contrapositive. Okay, so see you in the next video.